Hi Glam Squad, this is Monique from Glamorous Spectrum. I'm coming to you today with a video that I hopefully will be helpful. We have been talking about things that are helpful tips. In particular, Cindy has talked about the 5-minute makeup challenge and also how to pick color. And for many that I talk to, it can be overwhelming to have a palette. So many colors. How do you put those colors together? What goes with what? And so I wanted to kind of build upon what Cindy's video was about, because sometimes limiting the choices that you have can help you be able to make a well-rounded look. So one thing that I really enjoy is the ColourPop eyeshadow singles. Usually they're pretty inexpensive. They're around like $4 something. Per eyeshadow, but you can, what I'm going to show you is going to be 4 eyeshadows that you can use, and you can use any colors. I'm going to show you what kind of look, if you're trying to come up with a nice neutral look, some things you can look for, in particular using these shadows, but you can use any color actually. So the one thing I want to show you is this magnetized palette that I don't know if they still have this. I'm not sure. Please wait to the ends of the video, because I'm going to be talking about the giveaway, and it will include one of these ColourPop magnetized palettes. Anyways, let's move on to how you can pick the colors. Now, first of all, the first thing we would want to look at when we were picking the colors would be, I would like to have one kind of very pale-ish neutral color, something that's light, and this is something that can you can use for your under your eyebrow. It could be in your inner corner. It can also, depending on your skin tone, can be your actual transition color. So this is one thing you can use. Also, I want one dark shade so that I can deepen my outer corner, and that gives depth to the eye. So you would want one deep shade. Also, you would like to take one shimmer. So I picked this shimmery color. This is called Tea Garden. I'll list all the names below of what I'm using, but again, you can use any type of color, but I'm trying to give you kind of a basis of light, dark, shimmer, and then one kind of transition poppy color. So I use this transition poppy color, which is, again, I'll list the names below. I think this is called Meteorite. Tea Garden, I don't remember what these two are, so I'll have to look it up. But anyways, they pop, in this particular palette, they pop out, which is awesome, because then you can make different palettes. You can also use different colors. And you don't always have to have this particular eyeshadow like quad. So I'm going to show you what I would do. Now, first of all, I've already put on concealer. Now again, for oily eyelids, you may not want to use concealer. Maybe you'll want to use a eyeshadow primer. There's different ones that can be used, and I do use them on occasion, and I do like some of them. But for me, when I'm trying to go very quickly, especially in the mornings, for me it's much easier, and I don't have super oily eyelids. It's much easier for me to take a concealer, put it on the eye, dab it out with a sponge, put a little bit of translucent powder, which I use the Too Faced. Actually, I have different powders I use, but this is one of them. The Too Faced Born This Way and Ethereal Setting Powder. Oh, Ethereal Setting Powder and Translucent Medium. Excuse me. So I'll use this and put this all over the eye as well. So it sets not only my under eyes, but it's going to set my lids as well. So then I've already set it up so that by the time I'm done with everything else on my face, now I can just jump into the eyeshadow. I don't have to do any extra steps. So those are the two things I would use. Now, also, Brushes. Now, I am going to do a video on what I feel is my essential brushes. For everyone, that's going to be different. So for some people, it might be many different types of brushes, but in particular, these are the two I have, which are the Morphe brand. You can find these at Ulta or at the Morphe store. I have a special collection brush, but the Jaclyn Hill collection brushes, but you don't have to use those. You can use something similar in their line without having to have Jaclyn's name on it. So this one is called the JH, the JH 40. And this one is the JH31. I will look for something that is similar to this that I can list down below in the description box. Also, I wanted to talk about the fact that years ago, I took a workshop. Cindy also took the same workshop and my sister as well. But anyways, this workshop was a MAC workshop. And so they taught you how to, do an eye look. And literally that's been kind of my standard eye look for years, probably like the last 15 years. That's how long ago I took that class. It was a really, really long time ago. But they gave us certain steps that you can do, which if you know how to do these steps, then it's a lot easier to come up with an eyeshadow look. So especially if you're a beginner, and you don't know exactly how to apply things, that's why I'm going to start off with just 2 brushes so that it's not too difficult, because again, you don't want to make this such a laborious task, because for many, unlike myself, who really enjoy putting on makeup and it's a relaxing time and it's something that I do, for others, they don't like it. There's people who just really want to put on the makeup, hurry up and go. And so again, a 5-minute makeup routine is good, but sometimes you want to do something that looks a little bit more in depth, or makes it look like you know exactly what you're doing. And so here's another way of doing a fast look, but having a few more steps involved, more shadow involved. But again, you're eliminating some of the headache of a big palette by condensing it to 4 shadows. So I'm going to show you exactly, I'm going to stop talking and rambling and show you how I would do this. So the first thing I would do is I'm going to use this transition. For me, this is a transition color. For somebody else, this may not be. So I would use this color in my, all in my crease. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to put this color in my crease, and I'm going to use the, of course, bigger brush. It's a little bit tapered, so you notice it's not super fluffy, it's a little bit tapered. Again, this is not always how I would do these steps, but if I'm trying to be fast and I'm trying to show you how to do something quickly, I'm just going to use this particular brush. So I'm going to tap it in, and you see I have a lot of product. I'm going to tap it off, and now I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to focus this, as you notice, mostly in my crease here. And I'm going to build it up. And I think I'm just going to show you just the one eye, and then I'll come back with the other eye. So I'm just going to show you how I would do one eye. Okay, and so again, I'm going to build this up. Hair out my face, and I'm going to go all the way in, and I'm using circular motions, and I'm holding the brush further back. So when you're not able to get a good blend when you're all the way up here, when your fingers are all the way up closer, you want to pull your hand back so that you can have the flexibility to really go in those circular motions. And so you notice I'm blending that out, and I don't, maybe I dipped in more than once, maybe twice. But you notice that color is very saturated, very pigmented. You could use any other color that you feel gives a little bit of a pop. You don't want to necessarily use this. I don't like to use exactly my skin tone. I use something this is a warm look. I'm wearing clothing that is more warm. So I'm going to, and browns. So I'm going to use this particular type of color, but it might change. If I was wearing purple, then I would go in with maybe a purple eyeshadow, but maybe very light. I wouldn't use something too dark. Anyway, so that on my eye. So now I'm going to go into Tea Garden right here. Now this is a shimmery color. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit of shimmer. It's beautiful. It's like a green duochrome color. Has flecks of a little bit of, actually I can't tell exactly what it is. Maybe a little bit of red in that color. But I like this because, you know, for some people, as you get older, especially as I'm getting older, you always are hearing like, oh, I don't want shimmer on my eyes. I don't like anything shimmery or sparkly or glittery, people say. I understand that. Now, I love all of it. So for me, I don't care how old I'm going to get. I'll be wearing glitter and rocking shimmer forever. But I understand why some people, depending on your eyes, if they've gotten a lot more wrinklier or something of that case, I understand why some people may not want to or might shy away from it, I should say, why they shy away. What I suggest is getting something that is more shimmery, or not shimmery, sorry. Not as shimmery, but maybe more like a satin color, or you can get something that is just shimmer and not glitter. So there's a difference in eyeshadow. So this particular one I feel is more of a shimmer. It's not super glittery. You shouldn't have a lot of fallout with this type of eyeshadow. But it would be something that you can just put on. Now, I have long fingers, but I still like to use my fingers, or fingernails, I should say. I have long fingernails. But I still like to use just glitter. Did I just say glitter? I like to use a shimmer with my fingers. So I will put my finger in. And I'm going to press it on. And I'm just going to press my eyeshadow on. And you notice, you know, I didn't get super in the corner, but it's okay. And now that eliminated one tool, because usually I might use a tool for that, but that eliminates one tool by just using your fingers. Some people don't enjoy having things on their fingers. I don't mind. Okay, so now you notice I already have the depth. So I have my shimmer on there, and then I have my crease color. Now I might go back in just a little bit, tap in just a little of the first color that I used, which I think is Meteorite. And I'm going to blend it again. And I'm just going to keep blending. Okay, so now that's my eye. Then I'm going to take the small brush. It's very small. Again, JH40. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to tap it into the dark color. This dark color is named, I should know, Cloud 9. Light color is wake up call. Okay, so Cloud 9, I'm going to use this, and this is to deepen the crease. So I'll take this little brush, and now I'm going to put all these little stray hairs, it's driving me batty, and I'm going to go right here in the corner. See the corner here? And I'm going to make like a V. I'm going to again take a little bit more, go in the corner, and I'm going to make a V. And I'm going to and do you notice the depth that it gave by doing that? By having these little brushes are perfect because they go in and they're able to give you such depth and definition. And so it's perfect for that. So I'm going to go in like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, this is something I'm introducing in here, is the, it's called the Vera Mona color switch. Okay. Now, this one is interesting because they have them in, this is one that I bought at Sephora. This is the mini. And then there are even other like dupes of these. There's one at Ulta. I know there's one I think at Walmart. This is the one that I have from Sephora, and I think this is around $14. The bigger one is more, like 20 something, I think. But this is good because then you can take this in and switch. Now I already put this dark color in here, and I want to go with a lighter color. And so I'm just going to rub this in here. It's kind of got a sponge, like a bristly sponge. And it's supposed to be able to let you switch the color of your makeup without having to wash it, which is cool. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Wake Up Call. And I'm just going to put that under my eyebrow. That defines the eyebrow here. Okay. It's called highlighting the eyebrow. So I'm highlighting it. Okay. And I'm going to take that color switch again, and I'm going to take that same brush, and I'm going to go back in the meteorite color, that orange color, and I'm going to go under my eye. Now, of course, I'm one of those who likes to put a little bit of color under my eyes. I like that look, but of course you don't have to do that. You could leave it just the way it is, like right now. But I'm just going to put a little bit under there. Okay. So I'm going to finish up my eyes. I will come back and I will show you the finished look. Okay guys, I'm back. Hopefully I have no lipstick or lip gloss on my teeth. I don't think I do. Anyways, I've done with the full look. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Again, I didn't do anything. I just, did my mascara and eyeliner and did the other eye. So that was using just 4 eyeshadows. And hopefully that was simple and easy. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments. Of course, you can follow us at our Instagram page, Glamorous Spectrum. We have an Instagram page as well, which we'll list down below or link down below. And also, let's talk about the giveaway. So I wanted to make sure that I included these giveaways and talked about them in the video. Part of the problem is that I had pre-filmed some of those videos. So once me and Cindy had talked about doing giveaways in the videos, I realized then that, I wasn't going to add them. So I was just putting them on Instagram. But now I'm going to be including them in the videos. This time we're going to be it's going to be this color pop palette. So you're going to get one of these, and you're going to get 4 eyeshadows. Now, I'm going to pick the winner the following week. And once I talk to the winner, then I will pick out the colors that I think would go with their skin tone, because obviously these colors would not work for someone of maybe a lighter skin tone. These are better suited probably for medium to deep skin. So again, I will pick out 4 colors that I think would be a good starter kit. I also am going to include these 2 brushes. It's going to be, they're not going to be this color because again, these are collection ones. So I'm going to use get the same like size, but I'm going to get them in, they're probably coming, I think, black or something like that. But anyways, you're going to get 2 of those. So again, you're going to get the ColourPop palette quad, and you're going to get 2 brushes. And this hopefully will help you start a kit if you don't have one. Or again, just give you an idea of how you can make make an eye look. And if you want the same ones, I can try to get the same colors as well if you would just like an eye look like this, which is fine. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Again, it can be a little bit overwhelming, and if you're not somebody who really truly enjoys doing makeup, you may not want to know all the million steps that me or Cindy do. So for being able to give you just a kind of pared down version of what we do. Also, I'm planning to do some like more glam looks, so that if there's a wedding or anything like that and you want to use maybe glitter or shimmer, more sparkly shimmers, or just have a more smoky eye. Those things will be coming soon. But anyways, hopefully, again, this was helpful. And please comment, subscribe, and give us some feedback down below and let us know what you think and how we can be of help to you. Anyways, thank you again, Glam Squad. We appreciate it. Bye.